What's your name?
My name is Rozotadi Prim Jr. But people just call me Toddy.
Where are you from?
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I live out in AZ. It's hot, cold, all over the place. But these last few days I just realized I'm moving to New York.
What do you do?
I could say like all the, I'll tell you the through line for what I do. It's like arranging, and orchestration, and conceptualization, and I've dedicated a lot of my life lately to strategizing. Curating the language around a bias for action.
How'd you start in that?
I always wanted to see something new and from my hands. I wanted to, I always like to create, and I didn't know what it is I wanted to create, so I created as much as I could between paper guns and carving faces into soap, javelins to throw out of paper with aerodynamic tails and stuff. Being a young cat, just trying to figure out what was the best way to get out this. And I ended up starting music, digital music, because I spent some time in bands, but I wanted a way to take the music home and not play the instrument, but make noises in a new place somewhere new, and that was the computer, that was the internet. And so I started to get it out, and I needed to make the cover art. The dudes I was rolling with, they ended up going to jail. We only 13, 14. How you going to jail already? So, I ended up picking up the USB mic, started rapping and singing it on my own tracks that I was producing. And it just compounded from there. So, that got me into entertainment, and it got me into a whole bunch more. And ultimately, I ended up becoming a performer, a fundraiser, storyteller, all in one.
How do you get to where you are now, and where do you see yourself now?
How to explain my art now?
How did you get to where you are now, and where do you see yourself now?
I'm gonna make it oversimplified. I got myself here because I showed up on time. I did a commercial for the United States Census back in 2020. It was my first gig ever with my talent agency.
I saw that on IG.
Yeah, fucking billboard. But let me just say that once I got on set, where shit was running efficiently, I showed up one time. I said, I'm here. I'm already in the clothes they said they wanted. Still went by the stylist, still went by the makeup. They said, cool, we love your hair. And I just communicated with the team. So long story short, I was sitting on set, and I was looking around. And I was like, all I needed to do was just show up on time. I let life do what it needed to do. But I'm gonna show up to life's opportunities one time. And if I can't communicate, that's how I got here. That's how I did it. I communicated when I couldn't show up. And there's a lot of mistakes in that. I haven't always been able to do that. I got some unread texts and stuff right now, but that's some of the gasoline. Like, how did I get here? And what was the second part of the question?
Where do you see yourself now?
Where do I see myself now?
How do you get to where you are now, and where do you see yourself now?
I see myself now in such an uncertain but fun place. Like, with each decision, there's a new pathway. And yeah, it felt like that in high school because you're making like life decisions. Oh, I'm gonna go to ASU. Oh, I'm gonna minor in French. Oh, that didn't work out. Let me get a music entrepreneurship certificate. I'm already doing it. You know, so turn that global studies degree around. Before I knew it, I finished the global studies classes. And then all of a sudden, I was able to just focus on music in school. And then I hopped on this master's last August 22. I get hip to a whole different business methodology, a whole different way of prototyping, getting to know customers. Woo, woo, woo. Fast forward to having a startup. Startup's not easy. Yeah, it's a business, but it's something that gotta move fast. So you asking normal people to do something they haven't done before, to find value, and when you look around, it's hard to do something with that and do something with that fast. That is an uncomfortable position to be put in. I am acting as a catalyst today. Catalyst. And I'm not going to do everything right. I haven't been doing everything right. But God damn it, I'm not showing up on time and I'm not present. That's where I'm at today. I got some work to get done. I got some fun to have. And I got a life to live.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years? Honestly, I kind of don't want to know at this point. You know? I kind of don't want to know at this point. I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any spoilers. So I remember back in high school, freshman year. It was like our 7th period. Last class of the day, they have us on computers. Everybody noticed the wind down period. Well, he had us do a thing for 10 years. So this is back in 2013. Like a 10-year plan. Where are you going to be at in 2023? Holy shit. Where are you going to be at in 2023? I said, I'm going to be in Seattle. I'm going to have this car. I'm going to live in this particular house. This was the assignment. I had to have the screenshots, the links, the whole 9 filled out. Your monthly expenses, etc. I'm glad they did that too. But that Russell would have been living in Seattle right now with a wife, 2 kids, and a dog. And he was moving fast for different reasons. Motherfucker wanted kids, wanted a wife, 19, 20, being real estate, like, what? No. No. So, I don't even trust 24-year-old me today to make a 5-year plan right now. You're 03 on planning that far ahead. Yeah, so, yeah. That's where I see myself in 5 years. I don't want to know, but I'll tell you what I'm doing today. I'm investing my time in things that compound. I'm investing my time in real people, real opportunities. I'm investing my time in understanding the parameters for what a real opportunity, real value in uncertainty looks like. If you got a class and you really have to try to learn some shit, it can be coding, it can be AI, it can be all this like blockchain, Bitcoin shit, because we all need to get our knowledge up. We in it now, right? But however you learn, even if it's out in the streets, show up on time. Show up on time. I think that this being in this master's program, if I was really trying to set myself up for success in the future, show up on time. I can't believe it's been that simple. I could boil it down to that simple. Because if you show up on time, you give yourself enough window of time in the beginning, you won't understand some shit 30 minutes into it. I don't know. That's five years from now. I want to still be showing up on time. Or I want to be. 5 years from now, I'm a polyglot. How about I just paint the picture? Still have some fun with it, right? I'll just paint the picture. I'm a polyglot. I'm fluent in French, fluent in Spanish. I am fluent in one more language. I don't know. I'm leaving that one up to the wind. But I know that French and Spanish have to be fluent. And then I want to have been on at least 4 continents. 4 other continents than North America. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that because there's so much other dimension. But this is right before I got out.